Melon, meloncollieflaur です。Hello everyone, I am meloncollieflaur. You know what today is. It's Watermelon Wednesday. SUIKA 水曜日だよ. I apologize for last week. I was definitely having some odd internet issues. I will play a bit longer today because of that. So I do apologize for that. I know it's not something that I had control over, but I felt really bad about it. But hopefully today will be better, I think. おはようございます。こんにちは。こんばんは。私はメロンコリーフラワーです。今日の配信はスイカゲームだよ。But we've made it to the middle of the week. Just a few more days until the weekend. Keep working hard. Be it school or work. All of your projects that you're getting done right now. Hold on just a little bit longer. You've got this. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. At the same time though, it may be the week or something like that, but I think I might be like under the weather or something. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I haven't really been sleeping all that well this week for some reason. I don't know what's changed, so maybe it is weather specific, but I definitely feel not usual, but that's okay. I think I will get better. I don't think I'm sick or anything. I don't really think I'm sick. I just feel, I guess, low energy. I think that's the real thing. I think I just feel low energy. But ganbarimasu. I will keep doing my best. And I always say that there have been like storms and stuff. So yeah. So it's been really rainy and the temperature's been kind of more than warm. Even my room gets really hot and stuff like that, but which usually isn't that much of an issue, but this year has definitely been an odd year in terms of heat. So a lot of interesting things. Speaking of interesting things, Melon. Sunday coming up is my birthday. And I think I'm just going to, if I don't find like a different game to play, I think I'm just going to continue with Super Paper Mario and just stream that for the stream. I'm not super like celebratory per se, but that's just because most of the time I don't really know what to do, so I just will end up probably doing that instead. Sissy Spook, go Melon! Hope you're doing well today. Streaming late. I am streaming late. I haven't been sleeping well this week. It's a really weird thing, so I apologize for that. I try to be consistent with how low that I stream anyway, but today I felt like I needed to, if I was going to stream, it was going to be later just because I haven't been sleeping well. I really hope that gets better though. I don't know what's going on. It has to be something in the air though, because I don't get sick often, and I don't think I'm sick. I think it's the changing seasons. Isn't it still summer though? At least from where I am. Is fall almost here? Or autumn? Got wicked allergies, really? Almost should I metal? It's still summer, but it's almost fall. Oh, I see. Melon. When is fall though, officially? Is it next month? Is it in 2 weeks? What's happening? I always forget when autumn starts. Ah. Huh. Okay. Melon. Not bad. After consulting my expert, Google is September 22nd. Okay, so we do still have like over a month. Okay. I see. That's why I was confused about the whole changing seasons thing. But it has been stormy where I live. Like every week, every few days. Could be because of the fluctuating heat though, or climate, because that's usually how storms work, right? The bigger the climate change, or the bigger the temperature shift, usually the bigger the storm, I think? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it's been storming crazy, like, for me as well. Is it happening towards night for you? Not night? Sometimes night. Around this time, well, today it actually happened in the morning for me, but usually it is around nighttime for me. Very stormy, thundery, lots of rain. so, yeah. It's a phenomenon. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Oh. But yeah, I don't like that I don't like what happened last week, and I don't like that I'm not sleeping well. So I need to find my rhythm again, it seems. Ah, 1696. Oh, that's why that's displaying that way. I'm playing on my owner's account. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Suika game is Suika game. I was wondering why names are popping up. Because I don't have Switch Online. And owner doesn't have family plan either. So I just borrow theirs instead. But it's fine. It explains the high score as well, because the highest score I have, I think, is 30-20. But that's okay. Very interesting. But hopefully, I hope the weather gets a lot better though, or at least the climate starts being consistent again. You never really know though, because summer is very unpredictable. Well, around this time it's usually stormy. Yeah, I guess for you, yeah, I guess so. But yeah, like I said, for me, it stormed earlier this morning. I want to say around maybe 7 a.m. or so. So I guess 12 hours ago. I remember my summer before senior year, every night was a huge storm every night. Like on the dot it was a storm. Oh. Usually it is like, it's usually very stormy for me at the end of June and the beginning of July. But I guess it's carrying over to August now this year. I don't know. It's very scary though. And unpredictable. Oh. But I guess other than that, I've been okay, I guess. Just here and there. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. Move that over. Melon, what you gonna do when you're near 100 subbies? I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. I'm really bad at celebrations. I really want to do something about it though. I just don't know what I want to do. I am really close, I guess, huh? It's funny, really. I've been doing this for 2 years. Melon. Surprised that I'm close to 100 though. I need to think of more things to do. Or just start being more consistent. I need to put myself out there more. I just don't want to stress over anything either though. I think that's the big thing. Because sometimes streamers will get really big and then they will start stressing out and not knowing what to do. So many eyes on you, so many words, so many different opinions and stuff too. It's really scary. But I do need to think of something. Okay. Huh. When you get big, it's important to have an obligation to your fans, especially those who get their donos from them. That's true. That's also the scary part, as a VTuber. Yeah, because, well, basically, yeah, VTuber or idol, yeah. Because they are the ones supporting the streamer. Which is also a scary thing, too. I do feel that everyone has some sort of mindset where they do hope to at least make it big enough to be able to reach enough people to actually want to enough people that would like to watch them and stuff like that. 1847 1847 But I do feel like people do need a reason to want to donate to, you know, random streamers on the internet. Obviously, if they're doing a great job at doing what they're doing, or if they are entertaining enough, then it's a good idea. Especially if you have, what is it called? Disposable income, I guess it's called. If you can do that, then I guess it's no real issue. But there are so many VTubers out there, everywhere now. So be careful, because it may turn into the opposite of an investment, I think. Well, I mean, super chats obviously aren't going to be an investment because, well, I guess that's not true, because memberships and stuff, technically you get memberships out of those from most VTubers. because they give a reason to join their membership and whatnot, like with emotes and videos and like what is it called, members only streams and stuff, or behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, there's a lot that actually goes into it, believe it or not, unless you just go casual about it. There are some streamers out there who just basically stream a thing or just chat for a little bit, and they don't really expect too much, but at the same time their streams aren't very like alert heavy or showy or anything like that, but they're very appreciative regardless. I think there's this one streamer who had been streaming for over 15 years, I think, and people love watching him, and they will, you know, send him bits and stuff because he's a Twitch streamer, and but he doesn't really do any alerts or anything like that. But his chats are usually really full, especially on Sundays specifically for some reason. But 15 years is a long time to stream. That's a decade and a half to be doing something like that, especially online or digitally. And that's like, because things change over time too. For me, I see VTubers trying to get big, but they don't give communication. There was an EN VTuber I was paying attention to, and she went on hiatus for several months only to offhand mention in her server that she's actually graduated. Oh, that's really scary. That must mean that there's some stress involved or something, and they were probably either afraid to talk about it or something else happened, and maybe they ended up joining a company without informing their actual their viewers or something like that too. I'm not sure. Anything could have happened, but that is upsetting, yeah. That's really upsetting. But yeah, communication is key. That is true. And it's very important also to, especially as a streamer, to actually legitimately take breaks away from streaming, actually go outside and legitimately touch grass. It really does do better for the mind, because being terminally online will legitimately wreck you. You will worry about every little thing that everyone is saying, about people around you, about you, or just topics that pop up all over the internet and stuff like that. So it's very important to actually take some time away from basically your job. Because if you are a streamer trying to get big, usually you're trying to make this your job anyway. So it makes sense. And you may get all the ideas to go, well, I'm going to stream this, this, and this. And it should get a lot of views because the game is popular, or because I know a lot of people like this. Basically studying algorithm and stuff like that, or just studying trends, I guess. And then sometimes they will do it, but they don't really get what they're looking for. That instant gratification. Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. Hello. Welcome. Nice to see you. Come Melon. Oha Melon. I hope you're doing well today. Genki desu ka? But they fall into that trap, and they'll do, especially if they're VTubing, they'll do VTubing for maybe a year or so, and then they realize that they're not blowing up the way that everyone else is, and then they'll just stop. Melon. But it is an investment. Nothing is surefire. Some people become popular off of like a simple slip up. Interestingly enough. You just never really know what's going to make you popular. If you aim for popularity, more than likely you won't be popular. But if you just do things casually and enjoy doing what you're doing, and then people catch wind that you're doing something, then you will gain people a lot easier that way, because you aren't chasing anything. You're being natural about it, and people are enjoying that. Viewers can kind of sense if someone's being like really fake about stuff, or what they're actually aiming for. It's kind of like how people say that certain animals sense fear, and so they like go after it and stuff like that. Dog day. とても暑い。元気は無理よい。無理よ？無理？日本 dog day. Really? Huh. 面白いメロン。Interesting enough. Wow. But yeah, nothing. If it were easy to become popular, everyone would do it. But I think that everyone thinks that it's easy, and that's why people go for it. Not realizing what it entails. 1805 1805 But as I usually say, for anyone trying to be a content creator or streamer, just keep being you. If you think something's funny or it'll be a nice idea and you enjoy making it or doing it, then that's fine. That's great. Aim for that. Because the real thing is, you go like this. I'm making content. Would I go back and rewatch my old videos? Would I go back and rewatch my VODs? Did I enjoy the video? Would I enjoy it going back to it? And if the answer is yes, then you're doing a fine job. If you go, I don't know if I like that one, and then you private every other video that you make, the viewers probably won't like a lot of the stuff either. You also have to ask if these people can handle being tiny micro celebrities where no one is happy with what you say or do. Exactly. That's true. Because people are going to ask controversial questions and stuff like that. So sometimes you gotta push through and ignore stuff. Literally, haha, just close your eyes, bro, to any unsavory comments. Yeah, that's true. Or turn the other cheek and all that type of thing. Or all that type of stuff. Usually as a small creator, small streamer, you tend to try to read all of the comments, considering that obviously chat's slow enough, so there's no reason not to really read the comments. But again, once you become more popular, you're going to get what are called like antis or antis, or rats, I guess they're called, where people tend to be super negative because they want to get a reaction out of you, or because something has happened within the space that you're a part of, you know. Because if you are a VTuber of some sort, this means that you are affected by all types of VTuber media, despite not knowing what's actually going on in certain spots, especially with like companies and stuff. So someone may ask, what are your thoughts on what happened with this company? Or don't you think this company is really bad? Or isn't it weird how this is happening? And stuff like that. And it's like, this is your first time chatting in someone's stream. or in that person's stream, why would you ask something so big instead of just enjoying your time in the place first? It's really weird. But it happens a lot, believe it or not. Because I watch people from behind the scenes and stuff like that, or on my off days. Usually don't want to end up as a video on a DramaTuber's catalog. Yeah. Well, it makes them infamous. So that's popularity in a, like, on the wrong side, but that's a thing too, yeah. But you don't really want to be known for being negative or for being in a negative light. It is very interesting to watch someone start their content creating journey though. And then a week later, they've reached like 1,000 people. And it's like, whoa, what did they do? And they're like, oh my goodness. Thanks guys, I just started, what's going on? Type situation. And I think that's one of the reasons why people think that they will blow up as well. But you never really know. Either you can study algorithm or you can just be casual about it and just let things flow. Melon. But yeah, it does seem that sometimes people get into a lot of trouble or may even lose their sense of self when they've been trying to chase the popularity and stuff. Hello, Yellow Collie. Yellow Collie. On Melon, Milo Seal, hello. I'm sorry for last week. I really apologize. Yeah, last week happened, yeah. My internet was really bad. And it also made me feel bad as well. And I hate that it happened. But I do know that I didn't cause it myself. So I have to understand that it's not my fault and that things happen. I just felt really bad about it. Not your fault. People making channels to chase the algo can end up making some of the sketchiest channels. Don't worry about last week. Hey yo. Sometimes it's funny. I've heard mixed things. Sometimes people will start a new channel and the new channel will blow up. But I've also heard from others that when they were starting out that there was a lot that they needed to do to even attempt to start streaming first. People have said that YouTube isn't very beginner friendly or isn't very friendly towards people starting out. So I've heard mixed things. It's very interesting though. Aren't the US and UK starting that new law with you too? I think so. I've heard about this new law. It did start in UK, yeah? Well, I think there are two different things. I think there's one that's talking about how the UK was doing a thing with monitoring or making sure that you have like your ID and stuff to be able to view content on the internet, age verification. And then the other one has more to do with AI deciding whether or not you are of age based on the content that you digest. So those are two different things. They're not great things. But I've heard about both of these. But I'm not sure when things happen or what will happen. Luckily Ireland isn't part of the UK. That may be true. But that's not stopping the AI thing from happening. I think that may be a worldwide thing. So if you consume a lot of, I guess, content that would be more than likely geared more towards kids, then the AI will think that you're a kid. We're back. Please refresh. We're back. Please refresh. This is better than last week, though. I can tell just from what I'm looking at. I don't know what that was about, though. But please refresh. Honestly, I think YouTube Kids has just kind of failed at this point with all these new laws. So, YouTube Kids, funnily enough, is more of an issue than regular YouTube itself. Oh. It's that I think that's the real issue. It's safer to be on not YouTube Kids than to be on YouTube Kids. Wow, 1894. 1894. But I also think that the reason why these laws are a thing is because, well, they say it's to protect the children, but it's more like the parents don't really monitor their children or what they watch. All these different phases with YouTube 2017, the monetization is 2020, COPPA, and 2025 this. So, be it COPPA, SOPA PIPA, back in the day as well, net neutrality. It's always been this ongoing thing to control the internet for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why though. I guess we just can't have nice things. I guess it's mostly because everything has to be monetized. Or everything has to go to a big company. Because people want to, you know, they want a part of that so that they can make money. Unfortunately. But I remember one thing I really liked about YouTube when I first learned about it a long time ago was that it was TV, but it was content made by normal folk, basically. Just random people on the internet putting up their content on their channel just because they really felt like doing stuff. It was literally public access television, exactly. Yeah. And there weren't any real true like crazy rules. It was just people were posting whatever they found and did for their channel. People could post and do what they want and have a platform to host their stuff. Exactly. It's kind of like with art platforms as well. They would post, you know, make their account, post their own art, hopefully, and people might see it and, you know, comment and stuff. It's another type of media platform, you know, so it makes sense. But at the same time, it's like, well, companies want to get into that too. We want that too. We want it to go public so that you know, we can make the money and stuff. Become a monopoly or something. That's why the two places that people watch stuff on are YouTube and Twitch. Like, other places exist, But the two places that get talked about the most are YouTube and Twitch. No one remembers Mixer, but it did go out of business, obviously, or it got shut down, or it shut down some odd years ago. But YouTube and Twitch are the two places. And YouTube didn't even start out as a streaming platform. That was all Twitch. Guy at the zoo being an example. And since YouTube back then didn't really have ads or barely any, yeah, exactly. No one likes ads. And now we get more unskippable ads too. It's really funny how you can go, people don't like this, and then they will go, we don't care if people don't like this. If it makes us money, we are going to do it anyway. You are going to sit through the ad. You are not going to change the channel because each channel will have more ads. So you're stuck with this. Wah ha 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 ha. Or something like that. I'm sorry guys. I'm very low energy, but I am doing my best. I'm so sorry. I am genuine though. I'm genuine about it. It's upsetting really. Also there's an indie direct tomorrow. I didn't know that. You seem to know a lot about the directs because I have not been keeping track with directs at all. I guess you just stay informed. CGR did the first ever internet video game reviews, and that stuff was in the 90s, and the guy is still at it. Or back when Screw Attack was a thing. Oh, okay. And a lot of stuff was hosted on YouTube as well. Right. So remember that one ad that was literally the entire Lego movie, which was clearly a meme, but was still approved? Really? I wonder what determines copyright then. Very interesting. Then again, if things are being botted or like algorithms being botted, because it's pretty obvious that a CEO or like actual human moderators aren't going to police up like YouTube and Twitch and stuff, which is why they create like automated bots and stuff. But sometimes it goes wrong because you can get copyrighted for crickets chirping, or you could get copyrighted just because someone decides to do a cover of a song, even if it's not even that version of the song, but it has a likeness to it and stuff like that. Everyone is trying to own everything, I think, and that's problematic. And it's hurting a lot of smaller people as well. And we forget that it's not just a platform that adults use, but it's also for kids starting out or young adults starting out. Some people post their projects on YouTube. Like they will do a project or an animation and they will post it on YouTube. Maybe it's part of their school grade and stuff. And that's very interesting too. Can it be scary? Yes. But I think that's very interesting. 13, 14. 1314. Probably needing some sun and water, but yeah, I do my best staying updated. Yeah. They usually have a small watermark on it. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I think I understand. But yeah, a lot of it too is just greed. Because there's no real gain from this other than for people who are just trying to control things. I don't think big YouTubers or Twitch streamers and stuff are trying to really ruin other people's days or take over their channels and stuff. But companies go, hey, we see that you are a a popular influence on the internet. Would you like to join us? We can make a wager. And then bad things start happening. Or a person declines and they still try anyway to get that person to say yes. Or they'll make an offer that they can't refuse. And then it becomes very stressful. And then things change. So it's like people can't just do, like, especially if they're very wholesome and stuff, and they're just, let's say you make a channel and all you do, let's say you're very old-fashioned too. So let's say that you start a channel and you stay at home a lot and you're just like, I love cooking. And so you set up like cameras and stuff and you explain what you're making and you do time lapses or, you know, cuts and stuff, and you just make like food and stuff or give tips on whatever or what ingredients you use, and then that's your channel. You are, you know, baking stuff, making stuff, and then you become big because, well, it's just something nice to look at. It's also something, you know, very helpful. You may want to decide that you want to cook something, and then this person shows up, or this channel shows up on your feed, and you're like, oh, this is interesting. I could try something like this myself, and stuff like that. It's very influential. But then they may become so popular that they end up becoming like a spokesperson somewhere with like companies and stuff. Then the companies go bad at some point because of something really weird, and then that person's name is now tied to that as well. So then they end up being caught in the crossfire of the controversy. Such and such has former spokesperson of such and such company receives backlash or something like that. And it just started out as someone just wanting to cook and show someone and show people that they like cooking and they enjoy doing it or something like that. Yeah, like the one VTuber company that was literally scamming their clients. The one. So I knew of one, but I don't know what the other one, I don't know if the one that you're speaking of, but I did know of one that I had learned about, I don't want to say a year ago, but I want to say probably 6 months ago. And it involved basically taking PNGs but using AI to doctor them and then try to make it move like it's 2D, or not 2D, like it's live 2D or something like that. I remember hearing about that. That was a huge scam, all things considered. And that was very unfortunate for the people who thought that they could actually make their dreams come true with it too. I feel really bad for those who were caught in that, because I'm pretty sure their heart was in the right place. But it was like, people would say, hey, this is made with AI, you can tell, and then the company was like, no, we can assure you it's not made with AI, but it was clearly made with AI. So the biggest mistake was that they lied about it. Instead of just saying, yes, or they could have used like lingo speak, going, using artificial intelligence is a faster and more efficient way to help our employees or talents get better at whatever or something like that. But instead they were just like, no, we're not using AI, but they definitely did. It was very unfortunate. I think the company I was talking about is called vtuber. Oh, you're talking about the recent stuff. Yeah, I saw that too. That's really unfortunate. It's definitely caused trust issues for many people. I think people are just really tired of hurting. when you've been, and no, I'm not one who has been doing VTubing for long, obviously, but when you have been someone who's been doing a lot of this stuff since probably 2019, 2020 or so, it kind of hurts. It hurts to see, it hurts to listen to, it hurts to look at, it hurts to be a part of, when all you really wanted to do was be this, I guess, kind of be this internet sensation, but also just want to bring smiles to people. I guess that's just really difficult to do, huh? I guess people don't want that though. It feels like people don't like it when people are happy, which is upsetting, really. Wouldn't you want people to be happy though? Or at least, especially if they aren't hurting anyone. I guess that's the sad part about it. Wanting to be while the company in the back taking the 500k from a charity live and not a single cent goes to charity. Yeah. Big scam, big scam. I saw the apology letter and everything too. 1474. Sen 474, I think. I'm really bad at reading numbers, especially if the number is like 400 something for some reason. I can never remember if it's Yonhyaku or Yohyaku or something like that. But I remember Hapyaku for 800 and Ropyaku for 600 and Sambyaku for 300. Because I know those are said differently. But yeah, just a lot of drama and stuff. But that's the funny part about it too, Milo Seal. People do love watching drama or listening to drama. In fact, if you think about it, if you think about actual television, that's one of the reasons why there were so many drama videos or what is it called? Broadcasts? Television shows. But just a lot of drama, even if it was fabricated just for view, because you know television is television, it was still a thing. People still loved watching drama. Even like the drama with whether or not finding out, you know, you are the father or something, or the child is yours, or you know, this person cheated on this person. And people watch that. They used to have live audiences for that. So it goes to show that people apparently did like or do like watching drama for some reason. Honestly, drama just gives stress, so I prefer to chill. So do I. So I don't really understand it. I don't get it. I think there was one person who said they enjoy the drama as long as they aren't a part of it. So basically it's like watching from afar with popcorn in hands, I guess. But it's still weird. Because it's like it's all fun and games until you are a part of the drama, I guess. But drama is still drama. So it's really weird. I don't get it. I guess I am going longer today because of what happened last week. So don't worry about that. Even though the internet did do a thing earlier, like 30 minutes ago or so. So yeah, I don't really understand it. But then again, as a small creator, of course I wouldn't understand it. I try to be as genuine as I can with the stuff that I do. And I don't do much, unfortunately. But I do go at my own pace. I'm not looking for like people to find my channel when I'm not live, because the only thing you will see on this channel is SUIKA game. for the most part. So unless people enjoy watching a dog melon on the internet yap about basically anything, then I can understand, I can understand why my channel would not hit mini radar unless I'm playing a popular game or a game that someone grew up with. This is definitely not one of them. However, this game was popularized like 2 years ago or a year ago. Yeah, I'd say 2 years ago. Yeah, we'll say 2 years ago. But it's not an adventure game. It's not a super high stress. It's nothing that's really super ADHD like attentive or anything like that. Jingle keys. It's just, it's kind of like the slowest form of watching like an older person play like solitaire on the internet or something, I guess. Also the Pretty Derby game is still doing great. I'm glad, actually. I still have not touched that game. I know that it is free on Steam though. But I have not done anything or delved into Uma Musume. But people like it a lot, and that's cool. I'm glad, actually. It's really nice. Very wholesome. For the most part. Not really understanding why everyone likes Gold Ship so much, considering that she's the most problematic one. But maybe that's the whole point. Yeah, the memes as well. And the stuff you do is wonderful. I appreciate it, Milo. I really do. I just need to do more. Angus is also pretty cool. Angus is one I haven't heard of. That's the thing. Everyone talks about like Gold Ship the most. I know I've heard of others too, but I haven't heard of Angus. So Milo, do you play then? Or is it all from memes? I wonder. I know there are some places that can't play the game due to where they live because of gambling. So, unfortunately. But it's still interesting. Why? Basically, Angus is like a silly scientist horse and acts spooky and silly. Oh, okay. Well, now I know. Now I should probably look that up then. What? 3 pineapples. And also casually races in the lab coat. Oh, that's kind of cool. Melon. Guess I could do this. This one probably won't fit. Yeah. Yeah. Kinda figured. Go figure. Okay. But that's not what I wanted at all. That's okay. But so here's another funny thing too. When I was talking about how people are just basically trying to spread smiles and stuff to people, make people at least smile a little bit, be happy for a little bit, since the world can definitely be gloomy. I guess it's really interesting to watch people present the negativity towards people who are clearly trying to keep things positive. But then people act as like journalists and stuff too. With the whole, what do you think of the such and such controversy? What do you think is going to happen with the world and stuff and all that type of stuff? It's like you're asking a random person on the internet. You're asking a random streamer who's just playing a video game or what have you. I guess they're looking to see if they can clip the person and then send it out, because usually the things that get clipped are either atrocious things or controversial things. It's never really anything that's just really nice or like wholesome, unless it's like, I don't know, capybara eats grass for 7 minutes. Those are really cute though. Horses in racing also sometimes wear ribbons that mean different things. White for sail, green inexperienced, and red, which is what Gold Ship wears, means the horse kicks a lot. Yeah, they look for anything. Yeah. But I can understand looking for something with action, right? Action usually keeps attention. In fact, I think a lot of people, especially in the West, actually enjoy more action than slice of life stuff. Apparently, slice of life is not really isn't really defined in the West. The closest that you'll get is maybe a sitcom, but it doesn't really reflect on real life most of the time. Or at least the situations that happen aren't really something that people would typically do. It's also why Kirby is anger on US box art. Yes. Well, on some of them. I think on Nightmare in Dreamland. The Game Boy Advance game. I think Kirby Air Ride as well. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, if we're talking about like box art differences, there's a lot of that. Yeah, when it came to the West, there was a lot of like extreme. People really liked, or they always like companies or what have you always went for like the extreme stuff instead of the cutesy stuff. If it's cutesy, it's for kids. It's for babies. Meanwhile, in Japan, cute is just cute, and it's for all ages, usually. That's why anime is for all ages. In the West, anime is considered a cartoon, and cartoons are for kids. If it's animated, it's for kids. So, culturally different, I guess. Amazing Mirror also does it? Interesting. So I guess it is Game Boy Advance specific. But yeah, if anyone has like Nintendo Switch Online, take a look at box art differences between like the NES games and the SNES games, between North America and Japan, and almost every one of them is going to be different. There's a reasoning behind that as well, other than just culture. I think that's also due to the game crash situation at the time in the West. I would say the 4Kids double Yu-Gi-Oh! Inventing the Shadow Realm is probably the best quote they made for it. Oh, we're talking about shows now. Okay. So, yeah, when I was growing up, I didn't realize that that's what that was talking about. I just thought it was part of the lore of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I had no idea that Shadow Realm was just supposed to be that they died. Had no idea. But, and that's the thing, because it's like if you say something like, I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm, you don't think much about it, right? It's become such a meme that you just don't think about it. But it's literally a threat when you actually think about it. So, that's a good point though. That was something I definitely did not think about though as a kid. I had no idea. I wasn't the brightest kid, clearly. I was very naive, actually. And the fact they also changed the saw blades to like these blue portals and censorship. See, that's something I didn't know either. That's why I thought that that was just a thing that was in the realm of Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't know there were saw blades. Now I'm going to have to go and take a look. And watch Yu-Gi-Oh! In Japanese. Just to see what it's all about. Surprised I haven't done that yet, actually. I haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh! In a very long time. Oh. No. Okay, what can I do? Huh. That's pretty good. Oh, that's even better. Ah. Okay, so that's a lost cause then. That's not happening. Florel has been around a long time in the Japan market. What is Florel? I will assume it's train related. Melon. Oh wow, it actually worked. Let's go. Oh. Ah. Oh. Okay. They do motorized trains based on Japanese locomotives, but are also known for doing the Thomas range of motorized stuff in Japan. Later, y'all, I gotta head to bed. Thanks for stopping by, Titsio Spook. Sorry that I started so late. I apologize. But please sleep well. Oh. Oh. Wow. 1714. 1714. The direct partner showcase was also a couple of days ago, and I thought it was alright. Go on. Please inform me. 教えてください, Melon. I'd love to hear. Because I don't really know what determines... Because I know usually people aren't like super excited for indie stuff since it's usually new things or anticipation. But it makes me wonder if people go, oh, this looks very interesting, I might try that out when it comes out. Or something like that. Wow. Okay. Wow. Nice. Just some third-party stuff like Apex, Madden, and others. But there was a Plants vs. Zombies remake and Pac-Man World 2 remake show. Oh, okay. Partner showcase. Okay. Grape, pickle plum, cherry, persimmon, grape. And the Kirby Forgotten Land Star World on Switch 2 comes out this month. Are you going to get it? Well, huh. Okay. Wah wah wah. Nice. Maybe it would make it my first Kirby game? Really? Oh, so you're going to start with an open world Kirby game then? Interesting. I see, I see. Naruhodo, Melon. Cool. What? But I've watched videos of other Kirby games? Right. I think one of my favorites is either Dreamland 3 or Nightmare in Dreamland. Epic think yarn's pretty cool too, though. Those are pretty great ones. Okay. Not much room. I also find it funny how you heal your allies in the modern games. In the modern games. Wow. 1597. 1597. There's also another SPM mod that just makes every room fill with water. Milo! You're watching Bringle again! Don't think I can't though. Literally in his Discord. Bringle, I'm your biggest fan. Won't you sign my overalls? I mean, it's cute. Don't let me take that away from you. It's always funny though, because I will see like a video pop up in my feed, and I'll go, ah, this is neat, and then I'll come back on here, and then you'll say the thing that they had done. It's like, ah, yes, seems we watched the same thing. But that's pretty obvious considering that you are in the Discord, which means you're not as casual about it. Great minds think alike. Yeah, that's true. Ah. Oh. Let's see. Okay, so that levels out. Nice. Wop, 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 wop. Whoop. Aww. Nice. Okay. Go this way. No. No, strawberry, why? Ichigo. Nande? Melon. Okay. I mean, he started to get big when doing the TTYD stuff. I started doing SPM stuff in like October 2024. But he also did, at least I think he did. Didn't he also do Color Splash or something? like a week or two ago. Oh. Live streams. Yeah. I think the first thing that I saw of Bringle live stream wise was when he said he bought a Wii U and decided to play Super Paper Mario on it. I think that was the first one. And then of course I saw in I think in the feed that apparently someone was taking his videos and uploading them elsewhere. So I guess that's where he came up with like Bringles Can or something like that. Watch them sometimes, although the time zone difference is annoying. Welcome to the world. That's gonna happen, especially if you watch a lot of like American speakers. Time difference. At least, what, 5 hours? 6 hours difference? Oh. Okay. Wow. 1476. 1476. So are you going to prepare items for your pit run? I think so. That's what I wanted to do. I think I'll just stock up on like super shrooms, I guess. And then I'll go for the pit run. And if I fail this time, I will just continue with the story. So that is my plan. My first try wasn't too bad, but I have to say the ninjas are very scary. They're scarier than Shadow? Something like that. Room shakes and fire bursts for the 50 HP emergency ration. I see. Wait, but... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do I have 50 HP? I may have reached it once. Magic blobs? Oh. Okay. Nice. Ninjas, I'd recommend just staying high and throwing boomer blow. Blow them up. Yeah. Considering that they turn into bombs themselves sometimes. Cherry, strawberry, cherry, persimmon. Decopon, strawberry, decopon, grape. Pick up on. Just watch for the fake out since they can spawn right beside you. Oh. I like how you did the run effortlessly. But then again, you've beaten the game like 12 times. So I guess I'm not that surprised. But I'm still surprised. Huh. I also did Cheddar 8 last Thursday. Nice. So you beat the game then. Now you can try something else, I guess. Nice, nice. Omedetou. Samurai Kingdom rematch time. Milo! You've beaten the game. Play Dark Souls. Has to be done. But the Samurai Kingdom has nothing on the pit. Huh. Hollow Knight and eventually Silk Song when it comes out. That works too. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you're aware of Samurai Kingdom in the postgame. Yes. You go through all 100. 1452. 1452. I could go for one more. Wow. Lily did actually make a mod that adds challenges to the matches for rewards. For post-game? Next, Lily will turn the game into a roguelike. That won't surprise me at all. Very interesting how this has been taking off, considering that a lot of people don't actually like Super Paper Mario. But I am glad that it is getting a lot of recognition and a lot of attention as well. Wow. think it's mostly because people have found everything there is to 64 on TTYD. Are you sure? There definitely are a lot of 64 mods. I mean, TTYD was already pretty extensive though. Okay. Oh. Melon. Dark Star and Master Quest come to mind for 64 mods. There's a roguelike one as well, I think. Black Pit, I believe it's called. Yeah. Cool. Huh. Well then. I also remember seeing the anti-guy fight in Master Quest and just finding how ridiculous it was. Anti-guy is definitely a pillar in the Paper Mario 64 realm. I'm trying to think, how much do I know about Master Quest? Or I said, say, anti-guys in that fight, yeah. Yeah. I think the one thing I remember is the desert just being super different. So you also know about the 3 anti-guys fight in Chapter 8? Nope. Perhaps I'm not as much of a masochist as most people are. I keep forgetting that people make ROM hacks to make games harder, not more fun. One of the reasons why I like Paper Mario 64 is because of its charm. And it doesn't have to be the hardest thing in the world. That's the funny thing about that too. Because people usually say that Nintendo games are very easy. So then I go, well then just play Dark Souls and stuff. You don't have to just play Nintendo games if Nintendo games are really easy and baby. And sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Or they just complain that, you know, Nintendo games are too easy. It's in the base game, but basically if you get the quiz wrong 3 times, you'll have to fight the 3 of them. Oh, I didn't know that. Get the quiz wrong 3 times. I don't think I've ever gotten the quiz wrong 3 times, so that sounds scary. I can't think of a... Well, if it's chapter 8, you should be okay. You will definitely have plenty of, like, firepower to do so. Or to be able to do it. Yeah, it's like a super boss. I never thought about that, though. But I think that's gonna be it for me today. Like I said, I do apologize for last week, even though I know that, you know, nothing could be helped, you know. Shogunai Melon. But I still feel bad about it. Hopefully I kind of made up for it today. I don't know if I did or not. But I really did need to stream and whatnot too as well, so. And it is Wednesday, obviously, but considering that I'm under the weather and stuff, I still wanted to bring it to you guys, even though it was kind of late in time. I really need to fix my sleeping schedule. It's alright, Kali. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm really glad. I appreciate it. Kite kurete arigato. Kite kurete arigato. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed my yapping today. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the week, rest of the day. Enjoy the month, I guess. Like I said, birthday is happening Sunday, but I'm probably just going to play Super Paper Mario that day, more than likely, because I'm not sure how I would really do anything otherwise. So I will probably just do that instead. If you like my stuff, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and all that type of stuff, and hit the bell, because that's the only real way you will know that I go live. The melon grows. I do. Ever so slightly. But I'm meloncollieflaur, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye. Oh, it's Melon.